couple of things that I like to share with y'all. For one, do everything that you're supposed to do in the day. It's funny how that shit work. Like, it's always so much shit to do, right? And then sometimes, especially like if you deal with anxiety or whatever the fuck, I don't believe in that shit for real, but it's the little shit that you like. If you knock out the little shit, the other things will reveal themselves to you. Like, you know, you do the little shit that you need to do throughout the day, the big shit that start revealing itself. Shit that you kind of like ain't forget about, but you ain't even, like, I guess you weren't ready for it, maybe, like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, do that shit, man. And then another thing that I wanted to share, and it's funny, because I'm trying to get all this shit out at once. Man, another thing that I like to share. Like when you give advice, it's funny because, man, I always say this shit. I say this shit to my little cousin all the time. Like, this shit get spiritual. Like, all of this shit really spiritual, man. Like, and you'll kind of start seeing that shit depending on where you at, like in your journey. Like, but everything's spiritual. Everything is spiritual. But like, one thing that I noticed that I thought I'd share, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure a lot of people probably deal with this. Man, the way God set shit up, any advice that you find yourself giving to people is for you. You just gotta catch it. Like, and it's funny because we kind of attract the things that we dealing with, if that makes sense. Even down to the people like that we deal with. So you'll see some shit in another person that, you know what I'm saying, and you'll find yourself giving advice or whatever the case. And if you pay attention, a scenario will reveal itself like the next day or maybe the next hour, where it's like, damn, that was for me. I'm talking. It's easy to see somebody else shit, or, you know what I'm saying, or give advice. But it's kind of like, yeah, it's a little bit harder when you're dealing with yourself. But if you pay attention, that shit will reveal itself the next hour or the next day. Like, nigga, practice this for you. You got all the game to give, nigga. Can you practice it though? Because it's different being a practitioner. And I was just speaking on that same shit with my cousin. Like, it's different being a practitioner. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't have somebody said this shit and it was wrong, it was true to me. We don't have a problem with like knowledge or knowing shit. We got a problem applying. We got an application problem applying shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what most of us struggle with. Like, you know what I mean? And you'll catch yourself, you'll also catch yourself saying something to a person and you can tell they know. They'll let you know they know. Like, yeah, I already know. Like, I know. Like, and you can tell they know. But they don't know how to execute it. They don't know how to do it. And if they do know how to do it, it's just like, man, I ain't did it yet. I ain't decided to do it yet. Or something ain't snapped inside of me yet that say, nigga, this shit gotta get done. You know, that's really what it be. And that go right back around to like focusing on yourself. And the shit that made me think about this is I was having a conversation with one of my other cousins, you know what I'm saying? And we were speaking on like I can't even remember exactly what we were speaking on. But oh no, I was telling him like, you know what I'm saying? Man, make sure you focus on yourself, bro. Make sure you know what I'm saying? Focus on what you can control, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? And I also was telling him, like, bro, this what it really was. You know what I'm saying? It was that too, but this what it really was. Like, bro, when you find yourself in a situation where somebody might rub you the wrong way, you gotta be able to analyze your position in that group or in that scenario. Analyze your position, and if you find yourself where you're like the big bro or the big dog in that situation, you gotta behave as such, and you gotta give a little bit more grace, especially if it's somebody that you give a fuck about, or somebody that you see potential in. Like, God make us cross paths with people for a reason. So I was saying that to him, and it was ill. But the next day, I find myself in the same scenario. That's why I say, man, this shit gets spooky, like, spiritual. Like, I say spooky, but yeah, that's what I mean. Because the next day, I'm dealing with a situation that's very similar, like in the sense of, I find myself kind of getting frustrated with some little lame shit to me, which is not really that. It's human shit. It's regular human shit. But you know how we get, man, that shit lame, but you act like a bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? It be that type time. And then I had to catch myself like, man, nah, bro. You don't know what dog dealing with today. Like, it could just be one of them days. Said we all had them shit, man. Like, bro, intentions ain't fucked up or just super ill. Bro, you can see when somebody trying to do right. And if you see that, man, give that man some grace, man. Give that female some grace, whatever the case. Don't be so quick to, you want some bitch shit, man. Fuck out, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with niggas like, nah, bro. Nigga can't be like that. Cause you gotta think about them times where a nigga could easily perceive you like that, cause we all human. We all had the moments where, nigga, you not, and it's a challenge though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm working on it. And I could tell, like, I'm getting closer and closer to that point where I don't allow my shit, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of be there a lot. I don't allow my shit to spill over into nothing else. Even if I'm having one of them days, I try not to let my shit spill over to where my energy ain't off. I try to show up as me every time. I want to be that. I want to be like that. Even though that's that's a mouthful saying that you want that. Cause with that comes a nigga think you don't go through shit. A nigga think it's just peaches and cream for you just because you don't let them see you sweat. But nah, I want to be like that. You could think that, fuck it, I deal with my shit how I deal with it. Maybe I'm sure that bring me closer with God. Cause that's the only person that'll be able to know what's really going on inside of me. You get what I'm saying? Or what I'm really battling with. But I want to be like that to where I show up as the same person every time, no matter how I'm feeling. Cause that's like, to me, that's man shit. That's dog time. That's leadership, nigga. I can't afford to show up any other way, nigga. Shit, bitch, we in the field. If I get too emotional, if I let my emotions dictate how I operate in the world, nigga, everything could crumble. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, nah, bro. I say all that to say, man, let's have some grace for each other. Especially my ones that's on that journey and they growing, and you growing, and you seeing things different. I say all the time, it's like, bitch, I got a pair of new eyes. When you know that, man, it's gonna be times and you're gonna have your seasons of isolations. But as you start to elevate more, that's kind of like one of the next steps, is not being so judgmental and giving people grace where you see they struggling. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Especially the ones that's going through that. Yeah, man. The next step is understanding that people don't grow at the same speed. And I said this already, but I kind of want to reiterate it and kind of dive into it a little bit. Like, you gonna feel like, man, fuck everybody. Everybody's some bullshit. But nah, that's not what it is, man. You just in a different space. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta be able to love, man. And with love comes understanding. Man, I understand. I know where you at. Damn, stop. Don't make it about you. Stop and look at a motherfucker. Damn, I know you at, bro. I used to be like that. I used to feel like that. I used to feel like everybody was talking. Everybody was on some bullshit or everybody trying to attack me. Everybody against me. Nah, it ain't like that sometimes. You know what I mean? But I hope that makes sense because I'm scatterbrained right now. I'm on my way to the gym. Just got off. Full of that caffeine. Lord forgive me. You know what I'm saying? If it's a bad thing. So man, I just want to share that with y'all. But yeah, in and out.